Well, the Treasury Secretary has sort of emerged as one of the most influential members of the president's cabinet this second term. He's the one they send out on television to calm the markets. And on Monday, Labor Day, he was the one they deployed to 3 diners across the DMV area to try and drum up some publicity for the no tax on tips and no tax on overtime provisions within the one big beautiful bill. But, I shadowed Bessent throughout the morning. We actually got breakfast together during that interview. And he made some news. I was kind of surprised with how forthright he was, not only sort of pushing back on the criticism of the way that the administration has tamped down on traditional economic statistics like GDP and the jobs reports in favor of things like focusing on CapEx. But he also talked about how the president might be declaring the first ever national housing emergency from the executive branch. Housing is a huge issue in this country. We have like a 4 million unit shortfall at the moment. And it's something you normally hear from folks on the other side of the aisle when it comes to talking about affordability and lowering the cost of houses. Now, of course, we know the president has been focused preeminently on interest rates. He fired one Fed governor just a few weeks ago, and he's been calling, Jay Powell too late for the better part of the last 6 months or so, trying to get those rates to come down. And it's kind of a welcome sign. But there are some Republicans who are saying we're straying a little too close to socialism here, essentially. The federal government needs to stay out of this market because it will reset itself eventually. But again, the president's tariffs are raising the cost of construction materials. So this is sort of a welcome sign to those who do want to see housing relief delivered, via golden ribbon packaged from President Trump potentially in just a few weeks.